What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Extra Digest podcast. Easily the baddest sports podcast in the 254. My name is Nyash. They call me the Jabroni Slayer. I don't know why, but I goddamn love it. Today with me, I have a guest who's been here before, repping Manchester City. He's going to be telling us what he feels about KDB. I saw him tweeting and more like crying, basically, on Instagram about how this guy is living and he's not ready for that. He was saying he's not ready. Yeah. I mean, he was kind of ready, but until that hits, you feel like he wasn't ready. Yeah. I'm talking about another gift. Mary, how are you doing, bro?
What up, G?
I'm doing good. Let me give you some applause for that. Always a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having me, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Good stuff. Let's start off with the KDB before you go. I think you have talked about why you guys are falling off. We talked about that, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
You guys were being trashed and you're still being trashed.
It's a road season.
Yeah. But let's just go to it. KDB.
Yeah.
He's leaving after God knows how many years. 6 titles in the bag.
Correct.
As a Man City fan, how does that make you feel?
Man, I'm heartbroken. Like I said, I knew this day was coming, but for sure, I never anticipated it to be this hurtful.
Yeah.
We've had KDB for the last 10 years. Decorated player. Yeah. I think by far the most decorated player of our generation in the midfield.
Oh, really?
Yes.
In the midfield, yeah.
In the midfield.
Yeah.
Arguably in the Premier League, but hey, that's a contentious issue. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you this. Man, he served the club really well. He came in, did what he needed to do.
Yep.
You saw him at his prime.
Yes.
Exhibit his very best. I also saw him now coming out of his prime.
Yes.
He's been having numerous injuries. He's not as fast-paced. He's not as keen.
Which you saw in the derby, right?
We saw.
Yeah.
We saw it yesterday. He wasn't at his best, but still a leader of the team.
Yeah.
Sad announcement. I'm glad he did it before Fabrizio, as everyone said.
Yeah. I saw those memes of Fabrizio like lamenting and crying. He didn't get to break those news.
Yeah.
He must have been pissed off.
You know, when someone else does it,
Yeah.
you love those kind of things. So, Balotelli, why always me?
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, kudos to the guy.
Yeah.
We love him. But it's time to go. There's a new team that has been built.
Yeah.
Let's go with it.
I mean, he's been absolutely fantastic, man. Like you said, 6 titles in the bag.
Yeah.
In your opinion, where does he rank like in the attacking midfielders you've ever seen in the Premier League or that have ever been there? Where would you put him? Would you put him in the top 3, top 5?
Top 3 for sure. Mm-hmm. Top 3 for sure. I don't know name the others, but top 3 for sure.
Like who in no particular order are the 3?
I'm trying to get some formidable names that would be... Because the problem with
let's
this
just focus maybe on attacking players.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though there are others who are like Lampard, who was not really an attacking midfielder, but his numbers...
Yeah, I mean, for sure, Lampard's numbers speak quite well. Who do you propose from your team?
I beg your pardon?
Who do you propose from your team?
Fabregas?
Not yet. No, Fabregas is not even top 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not top 3. His longevity wasn't too long. Beckham for sure.
Yeah.
In fact, I thought of him, but you know, Beckham also now doubles sometimes as a 9. That's a problem, eh?
But it was more of a 10. I think he even had the 10 at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Beckham would be one. I'd give him that sort of situation.
KDB 2? Or
no. Like he'd be one of the 3.
Oh yeah. So who's the third? Don't you dare mention Silva. You're not yet there, are you?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm trying to see what I give from Chelsea. Because I mean, Liverpool you can't say Gerrard or 8.
Yeah, he was more of a 8 than attacking mid. I mean, Chelsea.
It's Lampard, but
it has to be Lampard. Then.
Yeah, but still not at that level, man. From United, I'd come close. Because you know the problem is we really played both at the 9 and the 10.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's a problem.
Yeah.
So we can't really...
like 10 from day 1 to the last.
Yeah, I mean...
Ozil
comes close.
Technical ability.
But yeah. Longevity not yet. Longevity not yet.
And even the titles
10 years.
As well.
10 years, no. He didn't do 10 years.
He didn't.
I'm trying to see who matched up in terms of 10 years.
10 years are not many.
Yeah.
This is hard to ask because 10 years not many, 6 titles not many as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. So few clubs can compare. Because you guys have what? You have like 3 titles.
Yeah, we have 3 titles.
Yeah. So the only guys who come close, man.
I mean, why not Fabregas really? I mean, he did beat Arsenal. I don't know if
he did Liverpool. I mean, he did Arsenal and Chelsea.
Yeah, he didn't win the league with us, by the way. But he was absolutely crazy as an attacking midfielder.
He did great.
He was really good.
Did great.
Went and did the same at Chelsea. I know the most successful period of his career, maybe it's at Barcelona.
Yes.
But even at Chelsea, I think he won La Liga too.
Yes.
When he came back. So
I think he did what, like 2015, 16? No, 14, 15.
He left us, I think, 11, 12.
Yeah, so he won the 14, 15 when he came back. Because I think he did 2 years in Barcelona. Then he came back,
Yeah.
Then he came back and you guys didn't
I
want
think he won
him.
the 14-15.
14-15, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rank him, but not. I think that can break because his best years for me in Barcelona. So I wouldn't rank him in the sort of situation.
Yeah.
And then the continuous playing for similar club or at that level,
Yeah.
not yet there. Ozil comes close, for sure.
Yeah, he does. It's a hard ask.
It's hard, yeah.
It's a hard ask.
It's hard.
Guys, who would you have as your top 3 Premier League all-time attacking midfielders? So we have Dennis Bergkamp and Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
We can't get the third. Well, I can, but he can't.
Who do you recommend?
I think for me, I would easily have... I know I have Lampard in my mind because
Yeah.
those numbers are just too crazy.
And
Not the guy
Lampard
who was
compares because of the one club. I mean, he came to City at some point, but because
Yeah.
of that longevity at one club. That's the situation,
Yeah. Plus the numbers are just astronomical.
I mean, he's the top scorer for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the top 5 of the... No, top 7 of the all-time Premier League top scorers.
Correct.
For midfield, that is insane. Because you're listing laden wingers and strikers. I think for that essence, I would want to have him there. But then I'm looking at like pure number 10s. I think I'm only thinking of Fabregas. I can't think of anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big clubs, that's a challenge.
Because Fabregas, I think, is the 3rd or 4th in most assists in the Prem. Yeah. So he was putting in them numbers. So, yeah.
Coutinho could have come close if he stayed longer.
If he did, for sure. It would have been a fantastic one.
But hey, here we are.
Yeah. There's only other guy who's kind of doing a bit close to that. Man like Bruno.
Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
I mean, United are lucky to have him.
Absolutely.
100%, man. Season of the year for him.
Chief.
He's been having a great season. He's really held the team.
Yeah.
Probably the reason why they're not being relegated or just off
Has to be the
relegation.
main reason why.
His leadership has come in close. He's played a lot of games that have come in clutch in scoring.
Yeah.
And you know the thing about Bruno that you really love about him is he's doing well with the miserable players around him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like with a big team, this guy could be unlocked in terms of potential, man.
Yeah.
KDB, when he came, was doing well at Wolfsburg. He came back under Pellegrini. I think he played one season under Pellegrini. When Pep came in, their potential that was unlocked.
Yes.
And like, yo, you thought David Silva was a guy? Nah.
Not seen KDB, bro. Yeah.
You thought Yaya was a guy? Nah. KDB is a guy.
Until you see this ginger dude.
And exactly.
Yeah.
And so you look at it and you say, maybe Bruno, the thing that has lacked in his career, maybe he's a bit aged now.
Yeah.
The thing that is lacking is he doesn't have the right team around him.
Absolutely.
If you had the right team, right players,
Something
superstar.
else. Which makes me think about something that I saw.
Yes.
Real Madrid
Have been caught.
have been linked with,
Yes.
placing a £90 million bid or something for
Do you think it's worth it?
Bro, yeah. You know what? Actually, go to United and slap them with 100M.
You'd go for it?
Absolutely. I mean, if we look at Real Madrid, because we both support that team when we are not colliding against our teams.
In off-season,
Yeah. There's no guy right now who's a proper playmaker.
You look at
they have dope midfielders, right? But they are more central than attacking.
Yes.
And then you look at the things that Bruno is doing right now,
Correct.
bro. He is a perfect fit, bro.
I think he's a great replacement for Rodri. For Modric.
Yeah.
Right? You look at Modric, who's getting to an age where he's like, it's time to let go.
Yes.
As Carragher, I'd like to say, you leave the football before the football leaves you, right? And you look at Chomeni, Camavinga, Valverde, they're not yet there.
Nah.
They're not yet in the caliber.
No.
And with someone like Carlo Ancelotti, with Bruno and his team,
Chief. You know what? Real Madrid should just go, slap 100 million on goddamn Bruno Fernandes, give him the number 10.
give him 2 good seasons.
Yes, only.
Listen, we have a player called, what do you call him? Our number 5, Bellingham.
Yes.
Who is potentially in that space, but not fully unlocked it. Because if you look at it, the formation they're trying to play now, Mbappe used to play on the left.
Yes.
Comes in as a number 9.
Yes, now.
Right? Bellingham last season was playing much more attacking. Pull back a bit. There's a void there that could be filled by Bruno.
Yes.
Given the opportunity. And he has the right players around him.
Perfect fit.
My friend, if he knows Mbappe is to his front,
Yes.
he knows Rodrigo to his right.
Yeah.
He knows the man himself from Brazil.
Yes.
The main man himself.
Vinny.
Bring the
Come
team.
on, man.
He's
You know
gonna
what?
be there.
If they get Alonso,
Yes.
because there has been those talks, first order of business of Alonso should be saving Bruno from that misery happening to him at Manchester United.
Yeah. But what do you think also about Trent coming back
Ooh.
as a number 2?
Is he? I don't know. Is he going to be playing as a midfielder or as a right back? 'Cause
Right back. But
as a right
attacking
back?
and attacking. He'll be an overlapping player.
More of that.
Yeah.
So defensively, then maybe we'll be drifting back to a back three.
Correct.
When he's attacking.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
You look at people like Rudiger who are solid centre backs. Militao's going to be back next season.
Yeah.
It's going to be solid.
He better not be, injury prone again. Because Militao has been out for a minute.
Fingers crossed, man.
Yeah. And we are talking about this, but I forgot because we were recording this a bit earlier before something happened.
Yeah.
KDB had no Player of the Month award.
Funny, you should say that.
While a man like Bruno Fernandes, again, why he should be saved from that misery happening to Manchester United. And by the way, every time Manchester United fans wake up, after saying thank you to God, they should be thanking Bruno, or thanking God that Bruno is still in that team.
For sure.
Because they are absolutely, he's not being underutilized, but he's playing with, shitty players.
Yeah.
But yeah, KDB, no Player of the Month.
And talk about Player of the Month.
In 10 years?
Imagine.
And this dude has 6 league titles.
And he's won twice.
PFA Player of the Year?
Exactly. How that makes sense?
Your maths are...
Engiani? Yeah. Something is off, man.
Yeah.
But also talks about he's not a one-pick kind of player. He's a long-term kind of player.
Yeah.
Right? So he's been consistent over the season. He's not a guy for this is my month.
Yeah.
He's a guy for this is my season.
Yeah.
This is my vibe.
Yeah.
But talking about Player of the Month, Bruno has 5. He just won the 5th in March.
Crazy. Yeah.
Right? Compared, taking you back in history, back to United history, Wayne Rooney has 5.
What?
Cristiano Ronaldo has 6. Is Bruno Fernandes the same caliber as them?
No fucking way.
Yeah.
No chance in hell.
United fans tell us, banner.
Yo, wait.
Hey, listen.
Rooney.
You know the same thing they do for basketball, right?
Yeah.
LeBron has 5 rings?
Yeah.
Kobe has 5. I think Shaq has, not Shaq, what do you call him? Jordan has 6. Same thing. Who's a GOAT kind of situation, man. If you go back to United.
Yeah, it's very different.
Who's a GOAT?
You can't even put Bruno in GOAT settings.
Yeah.
Okay, if you put the Player of the Month awards, but in terms of titles accomplished.
Correct.
Longevity that
He's
they
never
did.
won a single title.
Never. He's a cup guy.
Yeah.
2 cups.
Yeah.
And he has the same number of Player of the Month awards as Wayne Rooney.
1 less than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Jeez.
Imagine that.
That is how the hell did that dude come to get all
How
those Player
does
of
that
the
come?
Month?
No, you actually do.
They
If
are
you compare numbers,
They are scum.
if you go down to numbers, he's equally statistically at the same level as Rooney.
What?
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you go with numbers,
That dude
Yeah.
is Manchester United. He is the heart of Manchester United. They take that guy off, Manchester United is dead as a dodo.
dude, they are number 13, barely hanging on because of
13th.
Bruno. Yeah.
I'm sure Bruno is very perplexed. Like 13th in the league. I don't think he has ever been in such a position.
Listen, these are guys who've been contending before for Europe.
Yeah.
These are guys who've been contending for the Premier League.
Hey.
These are guys who've been contending and saying we can win at least 2 or 3 domestic cups at the very minimum.
13th, bro.
13th in the league.
Stuck.
You go to page 2 to see them.
Yeah, that's
My
crazy.
guess.
I mean, and you know, like people like us, we are kind of scared of 8s. So you don't want to like go all the way down there. I mean, it's not like we can't go down, but I mean, if you know what I mean. But yeah, who got Genie 13th? Who got Likukuba?
It's a bit too
might
low,
just topple over.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get involved with that.
6 to good altitude at the top,
Yeah,
eh?
you get me?
I get you.
Yeah, exactly. To get
Yeah.
to which again now brings me to the derby. The derby, I know you guys are doing really badly this season. I mean,
It's a written off season for
yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But the derby, bro, have you ever seen a more boring Manchester derby? I mean, your derbies are always full of life and goals and and fights and everything else.
Listen, for a farewell derby for KDB, it wasn't anything
Oh,
to write home
man,
about.
that was terrible.
Wasn't it?
Yo.
A couple of things. One, of course, the assertiveness was not there. And maybe that's the thing also for
It was
United.
emphasis.
Yeah? I mean, United feeling, I think there's a missing of a caliber of attacking player. Hoyland is there, but he's not there.
Yeah.
There's
Hoyland is never there. Or it's just there
there's an enthusiasm, a
physically,
fire
but-
in the belly that
Yeah.
Rashford used to have.
Yeah, you know?
When Pogba was there,
Yes.
when Jay Lings was there, you'd feel it.
Yeah.
They're fighting for pride.
Yeah, even Makeda, goddammit.
Even Martial was also there, man. Martial also had the thing.
Even Obertan,
I
goddamn.
remember Martial's goal against us, eh?
Yeah.
Very well engineered, created.
Even
Brilliant.
his debut against Liverpool as well.
Correct.
Yeah.
Very well done. Yesterday's game, few chances. I mean, we're
that
missing
the other
Haaland,
shot?
of course, element. Haaland had a hat-trick once against you guys. I mean, against United.
Yeah.
But you look back and you say, Mamouche, a brilliant player, had a great chance,
Yes.
but it's still not at the caliber of the derby.
Yeah.
Foden doing well, Bernardo doing quite well in the game, Ruben Diaz holding back fought and everything. But you could also understand yesterday was a slow day in the office for KDB. You could
Yeah,
actually feel the magic has dwindled.
Yeah, you could see that.
The old man needs to rest.
Yep.
You needed some new players, energetic players. O'Reilly added much more spark in our
a left
this
back?
last game. Yes,
Is he a left
no.
back?
He's Yes, he's a left back, but
He's a
comes in
left
plays. He's an all-round player. Well,
Oh.
you know, in Pillar of Pep, you pay anything.
Yeah.
You can be
Just
even the
be ready to
coach.
play anywhere.
You can even be assistant coach.
Yeah.
You look at people such as Rico Lewis coming on board, good player. You look at people such as Gundogan, classic, old school, established player. Didn't bring it out yesterday.
Yeah,
There's some sauce that was missing.
Absolutely.
That even
For
as a
derbies.
fan, as Mancunian, as someone who just loves the game, it wasn't the game, man.
It was bordering on being a
Yeah,
snooze
it was
fest, to be
a boring game. It was
Yeah.
a bad and draw. It was something that you look back and you say, well, I mean,
Yeah.
we all came up unscathed to the point, but it wasn't a fight to go for.
No, it wasn't. It was. I mean, if you have watched the previous Manchester derbies, I can't
Correct.
recall. You guys have never had a 0-0, have you?
I think we've had before.
Oh, you have?
Must have had before, yeah.
Can't recall.
Yeah, maybe not in recent years.
Yeah.
But you look at it in terms of even the chances at goal and that sort of situation. Man,
Yeah.
you just look at the games and you have Ederson on one side and De Gea on one side.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be save, opportunity.
Yeah.
Aguero, when he was there in the game,
Yeah.
magic, everything.
You used to cook them, man. I was actually going to say, I forgot this when you're talking about KDB.
Yeah.
Well, if there's someone who loves playing against Manchester United, of course, it's Foden.
Yes.
He's banged them quite a couple of times.
Correct.
KDB used to love Arsenal.
Yes, he's their father. Happy Father's Day to him in June. And I hope it's
Bro.
on June 17th. It will be so iconic.
That dude, the number of times he scored against Arsenal,
Yeah.
so many. And all of them were like fantastic goals as well.
Yeah.
Absolute to suck, but
Yeah.
you just acknowledge greatness.
Listen, I loved how there was widespread commendation and appreciation of him.
Yeah.
Just general as a player, his contribution to the Premier League,
Yeah.
the source he brought to the game, and also more importantly, the elevation of the game. Because had he not been at his peak, he couldn't meet people else at their peak.
Yeah.
For him to come and say, you know what, I've done 6 league titles, I've done 2 PFA teams of the year,
Yeah.
player of the year. I've done numerous sort of things for cup and situation. He's been 4 times
Yeah.
our player of the season. 4 out
4.
of 10 seasons, bro. That's
Jeez.
40%, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Insane when you think about
Crazy.
it.
Look
Yeah.
at it. And for other players in the Premier League, past and gone and present, saying, listen, because this guy's class and level, the game elevated.
Yeah.
Kudos to the guy.
Well done, man. He's been an absolute watch, regardless of whether you like him or not. But he was an absolute baller.
Yeah.
You can't argue with that.
I mean, what do you think is going to go next, though?
I don't know, Saudi.
I think he has he's 33, eh?
Yeah,
But he's injury prone.
dude. If
If he's wise,
yeah,
he'll go to Saudi, get the money. They're saying like 700K
the
a
bag.
week,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
get the bug.
But if you are still in the game, in the game, you got at least a season or 2 to go play somewhere in Europe. Go to Saudi
Europe.
after that, yeah.
You know, I'm looking at it. I'm like, I have won 2-time PFA Player of the Year.
Yeah.
4-time Manchester City Player of the Year.
Yeah.
6 Premier League titles. I have a goddamn Champions League.
Yeah.
How many FAs does he have?
I think he has 4.
I mean, 4, and do you how many Carabao Cups?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm good enough.
I think he has 2 FA, 3 Carabao.
I don't need to play at any other higher level than this.
Yeah.
I have everything.
Yeah.
But the World Cup, I think, is the only one, which is
But listen, he's played in England.
yes,
He's played in
Germany.
Wolfsburg, played in Germany. He's
Yeah.
not played in La Liga.
no,
He's not played in League One.
yeah.
He has
I mean,
opportunity.
unless you get a League One or La Liga team that tells you, like,
Yeah.
you know what, come here, we'll give you like 400 a week.
Yeah, I mean,
Which-
it could be the money thing or the franchise element of it.
Yeah.
But you look at it and you say people such as Santi Cazorla went back.
Villarreal and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still a good
no.
sort of situation, man.
Make a choice.
Yeah.
For me, get the goddamn bag, man.
Yeah.
You got all the titles.
You may find a guy even goes to like China or India.
Yeah. Go to China, India, whoever pays the biggest money.
Yeah.
Even if you get to MLS, like, you want to like grow your brand in terms of
Listen,
commercial
man,
stuff.
imagine if he went to a rival team with Messi. Ooh. Yeah. So even
That would
saying,
slap.
let's even goes to now City, the New York team.
Yeah.
And say I want to play there as a franchise player, man.
That would be interesting.
I'd be good for him.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see how this one turns
I
out.
know he's always going to be an advocate of the club. He's going to
I
be an
think
ambassador for sure.
Yeah.
And even when he's done with his career, it's going to be stellar and everything.
Yeah.
He's always going to be welcome back.
Yeah.
And possibly, I always see KDB as one person who's always going to be a coach.
Oh, really?
think we'll have
Somewhere down
transition.
the line?
Down the line. I saw it in Vincent Company, I saw it in Yaya Toure, KDB's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's another one. All right, interesting. I cannot see how that one goes down. I mean, a guy who was at the peak, not at the peak anymore.
Yeah.
I think that was looking like it's at the peak. Well, they still are, but, well, they were kind of, slowed down on Sunday.
Yes.
Liverpool.
Against Fulham.
Yeah, against
Imagine
Fulham.
that. 3-2, right?
Yeah. started off 1-0, then Fulham came back bouncing, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. I'm like, oh, what's going on here?
Bro, let me tell you, it was written in the stars, eh?
Yeah.
The moment I saw Arsenal lose, I knew for sure.
No, we didn't lose though. But I like how now.
I mean, they drew,
I
but
totally
they lost
understand.
points.
I understand.
Yeah.
Even now, then when we draw, it's a loss to people.
Yeah.
So I mean, the standards are high
Yes.
enough. But totally
Whenever I saw Arsenal lose points,
drop points,
I knew for sure.
Liverpool will do the same.
For sure.
Like to make the same
It's
now.
written in the stars.
It's like hide and seek. Like lose
Arsenal
points
loses
today.
you an opportunity to progress. And also now the reverse also true.
Yeah.
When Liverpool drop points or lose a game, and Arsenal have opportunity to gain.
They don't.
Bottle it all the time.
There's nothing that is more arcane to me than that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen several times, not many, Liverpool drop points. Well, one by getting beat way back then.
Yeah.
And then a couple of draws. And every now and then we are drawing as well.
Yeah.
If you're not drawing, you're even dropping 3 points. All
Imagine
in all.
that, man. But listen,
man.
what, you're 9? 11 points now.
Yes.
Points, right?
7 games to go. There's no chance now.
I mean, there has to be an act of God really to happen.
Yeah.
But 3-4 games from now, the title is theirs.
They might just.
Week 34, 35,
Yeah.
possibly they could take it.
For
right?
me, honestly, right now, I'm at the point where I just want to avoid the guard of honor. Like if there's a way I can avoid the guard of honor, like in now, Kabado Jabeba League by 10, which I think you're playing with them, I think game week 30, I don't know if it's 35 or 34.
Oh, man, it could be the first team.
Maze, you could be the first team to give them a guard of honor. You know, you have actually given them a guard of honor before
Yes.
at the Emirates.
Yes.
The COVID times.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah, we give them a fucking guard of honor.
Yeah.
And now do it again.
I remember the awkwardness when you guys did a guard of honor to United.
Yeah.
And Van Persie was...
Oh, that was terrible, bro. Man, I feel like I have done enough guard of honors, bro. I need me a guard of honor.
Yeah.
When you have been given a guard of honor, I was back in 2002. I don't even think I was following Arsenal then. I was not following
It's all
Arsenal.
celebrating. It's all celebrating.
You
Man.
get me.
I've been there at City. We've done that a couple of times. We've
Yeah.
been given a guard of honor. It feels good.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good when the recipient is walking.
It's a high honor, man.
I need me one of those. But I'm gonna get one next season. I know that for sure. So that's cool.
Listen, a couple of things just to point out about the Liverpool team.
Yeah.
One, of course, like we said, some few players have not been given a full contract or any information about their contract. So it's going to be a dicey season to the end. Mo Salah has been having a very good season.
Yes.
He doesn't have a contract.
I understand they might be tying that up, but yeah.
Yeah. Chances are high that he might. We're not too sure about it. Same thing with Trent. Not too sure.
He's gone.
But I saw somewhere, it's going to be the first time a Dutch captain lifts a cup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No one has ever done that before.
Imagine.
In the Prem.
Imagine.
Liverpool, don't you dare let
Closest guy was Van Persie, but he didn't manage to do so.
Oh, because Zani was the captain then.
Yeah.
Who was the captain? Rooney?
No, before he came. He was your captain at Arsenal before. He would have had opportunity if he did, but...
No, when he came to your team, he was
Rooney,
not the captain, of course.
Yeah, Rooney was captain.
Rooney was captain. Oh, yeah. Man, goddamn. Van Dijk might just have to break that jinx.
Correct.
I saw people talking about how Van Dijk is walking away with some errors which are not getting noticed by the referees. Have you seen that?
I've seen a bit of that one.
Yeah?
I think the thing about Van Dijk is also become quite cheeky, but he knows the game.
Yeah?
He knows the game. He knows how to play it, man. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's not new to this thing, man.
that
He ain't no new sound, man.
How is he walking away with that when you have VAR all over? I don't understand.
First of all, man, money talks, eh?
So Liverpool? You know people are saying Liverpool into me ofisi. You look back at those howlers those sort of tackles or errors that Nani has made you like, how are they gone unnoticed? I also saw something. Liverpool have received the most penalties this season being given in their favor. 9 in total.
I didn't know that.
Guess the team that has least conceded penalties in the league this season.
Arsenal?
Liverpool.
No way.
1.
No way.
Only.
No way.
I swear down.
What?
Team ya ofisi.
The statistics.
But the numbers are there. So this Van Dijk thing is doing rounds where there's errors he did against two. People have piled them up.
I get you.
Yeah, and then they're like, how the hell is that going unnoticed? Because there was the howler in that game against Fulham. I know the PGM and the refereeing is atrocious in the Prem. Did you see the James Tarkowski tackle?
I saw that one, man.
He did, was it McAllister?
Yeah.
That dude should have ever featured in our game.
Dude, that should have been a straight out.
Absolutely. Even the penalty that we consider against Everton, as soft as they come.
Yeah.
So, but Van Dijk, man, I don't know. Like you're saying, maybe his experience is knowing how to play these things. Because I saw him kicking out when he played Liverpool earlier this season. He was kicking out Kai Havertz.
Dude, in fact, let me just take even a step back. Gabriel is out of the season.
Yes.
For the whole season.
Yes.
How do you think that going to affect your title race?
Oh, title race, is that just... Is it not that?
If there was a fighting chance, do you think there would have been...
That would have been detrimental, man.
It would have.
I feel like it could have been psychological because he's a bad man. He oozes his confidence. He takes you to another level when he's available.
Yeah.
Having him off.
I get
then Kivior is the one who's kind of coming in, stepping in, and then he does his howlers, the ones he does. He did a howler against Fulham.
I get you.
Yeah, so he's not the one to instill confidence.
Yeah.
So you kind of feel like
You feel there's a dip.
Yeah,
You
proper
feel it,
dip.
Yeah. I mean, this is so typical of Arsenal, first of all. Towards the very end of the season, they always dip in form. But here's the thing. They'll always be the bridesmaids. Until you get stable guys. Do you think if you get Isak, you'll be able to maneuver this next season?
If you get Isak, winning the league, bro.
Nah.
Come on, why not?
No way, bana.
Unajua hii kikosi yetu this project is just missing one
number
piece
9
in that jigsaw.
You think it's a number 9 who's missing from your formation?
Don't you think?
I think you could have done better, for sure. Havertz not the guy.
Yeah, he's
For
not.
sure. Merino has been holding fort just well, but he's not typical
Definitely
number
9.
You look at Gabriel is always injured. Gabriel Jesus is always injured. Sterling is not yet there. I mean, he's faded out. He's faded out in substitution.
I don't even talk about Sterling.
I think a number 9 will do that. But what's the worth of the number 9? Would you be willing to pay 100 billion for him?
Nah, that's now the question, because there's still some work to be done elsewhere. So if you commit like 100, we are definitely now on to Arsenal.
Yeah.
If you commit like 130,
Yes.
then what are you doing elsewhere?
Yeah.
Because there's still some work to be done elsewhere.
Yes, because it's an opportunity cost.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So unless you have some crazy war chest in terms of transfer budget,
Yeah.
you don't get to splash on others. But then I'm looking at, okay, let's say hypothetically you get Isak for 150 to Gongo Kapsa.
Yeah. For 50.
150.
150.
Yeah, for 150.
Yeah.
Nico Williams is the other guy we're looking at. We might tie him down. He's coming for 50M. But there's a catch with him.
What's
not
the
even
catch?
the transfer fee. The wages he's on.
Oh, really? Eh?
So he's one of the highest paid at Bilbao. Definitely when you move, of course, you want to take that higher.
For sure.
If you take higher.
On a long-term basis.
On what he has
it's what's going to happen with Ozil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you take him higher on what he is right now, he becomes one of the top earners.
In the league.
Yes. And at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Kido crazy, but that's just the way business is being done, right?
Yeah.
So 150 for Isak, then 50 for Nico. We are 200. Zubimendi is coming in. He's coming for 50. I think 51 or 52. We're talking 250 already. And then now, you need to start looking now, okay, who are we getting out?
Yeah.
How much are we getting? And then look at all the guys that we have to sell.
Who needs to go on your side?
Maybe Zinchenko?
You really think so, yeah?
You know what?
Do you think he's really not he's not really adapted to he's not really unlocked his potential for the team?
I feel so.
Really?
I don't want to see him as a left back.
Yeah.
I would like to see him in the midfield. I feel like there's something to be offered from him there, but that has no materialized for God knows why.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's one of the guys who'll be moving on.
Yaya Toure used to be a centre back, yeah? He wanted to, when he was at Barcelona, centre back, yeah. He always wanted to be a striker. He started as a striker in his life. Then centre back, then he unlocked his thing in the midfield. Eh?
Yeah.
I think Zini is the same sort of situation whereby he played left back because that's the opportunity that was there.
Yes.
But his true capacity from what Pep had done made him an attacking defender.
Yeah.
Was he could actually score and create opportunities,
Yeah.
right? And so with the element of overlapping players, with him on one side, when Cancelo were there, all those situations, he couldn't transfer that fully to Arsenal. And the opportunity was, the gameplay was different. Right?
Yes.
So he didn't come with the same, he came with Mikel, but you have to adapt to a different system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a club that has fully unlocked and realized his potential
Yet.
I
feel like
I feel like he needs to go to a smaller tier club to actually get that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You see like what Welbeck did when he went to Brighton, eh?
Yeah.
He was great at United. But man, he's a cult hero at Brighton.
Yeah.
I think Zini needs to give him the same opportunity to be appreciated at one place, but go somewhere and say, you know what, you're a hero.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen.
FYI, Welbeck now is the top scorer for Brighton all time in the Prem.
Correct.
Guess how many goals?
50?
31.
No way. What? Not bad.
I don't want to laugh at that. But
Not bad.
okay, kuna levels.
Listen,
Kuna levels to this shape.
bottom down,
How can you be the top scorer of a club in the Prem? All time with 31 goals.
Wanakujua mtaani, hiyo ndio ina maana.
Wanakujua
The hood
mtaani.
manze. Mzee anakujua.
sawa bana.
Wananitambua na wanaheshimu bana.
zile.
Tawa ni jui. Lakini mtaa.
Mtaani.
Uliza gift.
They sing my name.
Kabisa.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zini.
Zini has been
I would
wrong.
like to see him in the midfield. Honestly, I feel like maybe left back imekataa.
Yeah.
But as a midfielder, because I feel like the only one time he really flourished was the one season where unakumbuka ile season ya kwanza 21-22 when nobody expected us to be challenging.
Yes.
And then I think Saliba got injured. That season he was having a very good time.
He had a
because
good
he was
start.
inverting
Yeah.
and then he could cook from the midfield.
Yes.
Since then, I don't know why he got injured and then he was taken off and then he has never come back as the same guy.
I get him.
And then he has never been utilized in that position again. So I would like to see him try in the midfield, but I don't know if Ateta is willing to do that.
Yeah.
Because also Mile Lewis Kelly, naturally, is a central midfielder.
Yes.
He's killing it as a left back.
Correct.
Just like how Bukayo Saka. You know Bukayo Saka started as a left back.
Or did he? I didn't know that
Yeah.
part.
He started a left back, kind of left wing back.
Yeah.
And then eventually was moved to the right wing.
I think the biggest example of progressing from left back is Gareth Bale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad man, bro.
Biggest.
Yeah. So Zini, I would like to see his transition from defense to maybe midfield.
Yeah.
I don't think that will happen, bro. Maybe not at Arsenal.
I don't think Arsenal has a space where they can experiment too much with that idea. Because they have to give it time to develop as well. And at what expense? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because you can say, let's do it, let's say on cup games, right?
Yeah.
Lower tier cup games. But at some point, it has to make sense.
Unfortunately.
And it's an experiment that may not work.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, Zini might go. So 250 for 3 guys.
Yeah.
And then I don't know who you sell. Zini does not fetch like 50 M in the market.
it doesn't.
I don't see anyone at Arsenal who I think could be sold can fetch 50 in the market. I think one of
Except,
Trossard
of course,
or Martinelli might leave.
Really?
If Nico Williams comes in.
Yes.
Maybe
Who do you
Trossard.
prefer?
Maybe Trossard, just because of the age. I mean, Trossard is very different from Martinelli, in my opinion. I feel like he's more... He's a better dribbler. I feel like he's a better dribbler. He knows how to get past footballers. He's a proper impact sub, maybe more efficient.
Yeah, he's a super
in terms
sub.
of clinicality. I feel like he's more clinical, but his ceiling is here.
I think Martinelli is so injury prone
young
as a player.
So what?
He's more injury prone as a player.
I feel like Martinelli has more time on his side.
Yeah, I mean, age works for him.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing
That's
said
the
about
only
Gabriel
reason.
Jesus, eh? Same thing said about Gabriel Jesus.
Nah, Gabriel.
Now he's in his mid-20s and we're like, hey, okay.
Bro. Yeah.
You have to lose, Abana.
Hey, Mulukala 49M.
Come on, man.
God damn.
That time he was a proper number 9. But listen, still on the Premier League, let me take it a step further. Another team had an opportunity to close the gap between themselves and you. And that's Nottingham Forest.
Oh, yeah.
And they lost.
Bro, I don't know what Aston Villa are on. They are cooking.
Yeah.
I think they are on 7
They really are.
wins in a row.
They have. I know the last 5 games that won. This was also the last. This was the first time also, because also they came to a point whereby the last 5 games between them and Nottingham, all of them had won. So Tottenham now was like, okay, first one to blink. It was Nottingham.
Yeah.
And you look at it and you say, man, Nunes has had a very good run. In fact, where they are, I can't even believe it's Nottingham.
No, it's with Trossard.
This at the beginning of the season, I think I even mentioned it.
Yeah.
I thought they'd fight for relegation.
Yeah, me too. They were there, I think, last season.
And you're like, what is going on, man?
Yeah.
I mean, kudos to them to get to where they are.
Yeah.
But all good things come to an end. Hopefully, it's not the end of the journey.
Yeah.
But it was an abrupt end of the situation. Unai has been working out on his team.
Oh, yeah,
He's working
man.
out quite well.
I think they've gotten up to, because I know they're very much in the mix of the European sports.
Yes, for sure.
Let me check the standings as they are.
I think that's third, right? That's
But yeah,
third.
I mean,
what's the point difference? I think like maybe 4 difference.
The difference between teams hapo kutoka number 4 to nini is crazy. It's very
On
minimal.
the Chelsea, ourselves, Villa, I think got a point difference of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forest are 57. No, they're third with 57 points.
Yeah.
Aston Villa, 7th with 51, 6 points.
Yes.
With 7 games to go. Even if you put Fulham in that mix, between number 3 and number 9, 10 points.
Yes.
With 7 games to go.
Between number 4, 5, and 6, I think there's a point difference of each. You weren't wrong.
4, 5, 6.
Yes.
Yes. No,
Chelsea ourselves. Chelsea, City.
Chelsea, Newcastle. Oh, Newcastle
No, they're not above us.
are leading 2-0 as we speak.
Oh, they've already, the game started, eh?
Yeah. So Chelsea 4th, Newcastle 5th, City, Aston Villa, point difference of 2 points.
It's a close case.
And you see that's the difference now because I think there will be 5 teams in the Champions League this season. Bro, 4-5 is everything.
It's crazy.
And you know what? I'll be very surprised if you guys don't make it. But I feel like Aston Villa might just at this rate.
Yeah, I mean,
It might be Aston Villa and Newcastle.
we've got a long way to go.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, we've got a long way to go. Listen, we have 7 more games to the end of the season. Anything can happen right now. But with the points being a point or 2, that can change in any game.
Yeah, it can.
Any game.
I mean, you
One
guys,
bad game, one good game, table switch.
but you guys without Haaland, you struggled for goals yesterday.
Yeah, man, he's...
You seem
but
very
no,
different.
he's... That's the problem. I think we build a team around him as an individual. So 7 games to go. We have, I think, 3 more weeks or 4 more weeks for him still being injured.
Yeah.
Talking about this guy come back on game 35. It's going to be crazy.
That's when he's coming back?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Well, you better be still in contention for this.
I know when he comes back, he's not going to start. Like, you see what Bukayo has happened. Eh?
Yeah.
So, super sub, first game when he came in, good on him.
Yeah.
But you still have to build the momentum to start a full game and build a game. Yeah. So, it takes a while.
Maybe he might come through for you guys in the Club World Cup.
He would, and that's a hope. In fact, De Bruyne might stay. His contract runs at the end at the Club World Cup, so we're going to know if he's going to stay for the whole thing or not.
Okay.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting.
All right. So who do you think finally gets the 4-5 slots?
Fingers crossed, City, 4. 5, Chelsea.
Really?
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Do you see anything at Chelsea that makes you think they might get it?
I feel I've been
not
lucky
even
just scraping
Brentford.
through some certain games. But also Chelsea towards the very end of every season always comes in strong. Yes. So I feel they'll have just enough stamina to get them crossed the finish line.
Yeah.
Make it into Europa. I feel they have something to fight for. City.
Yes.
If anything, pride. Just make it back into Champions League. Regroup, rebuild. Next year we have Rodri come back and do what we need to do. But it's also a very dicey situation. Newcastle is very strong. Isak is on a high.
Yep.
Currently playing number 4.
Yep.
Hoping, things will change also with Forest. It could be on a high.
If they start like going,
things deep, right? Aston Villa also have always fought towards the very end. They made it to Europe last time. And so there could be something also fighting for pride there. So it could be dicey. My bet is Chelsea 5th, City number 4.
I feel like you guys start restoring factory settings. Like those days when where did you learn that Poznan? Is it called Poznan celebration?
Yes, a celebration.
You look at the back and stuff.
Yeah.
That was the Europa League.
Yes.
Wasn't it? Yeah. I think you guys go back there.
Well done. I didn't saw them coming.
Go back to basics, rebuild, then start again. All right? So I feel like you don't get the... I feel like you get Europa League spots. Because I can't imagine...
It would be humbling.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it would be humbling.
Nothing would be worse than you guys actually now getting Conference League.
Yeah,
now
it would be
that
crazy.
would be something special,
I
wouldn't it?
know Pep would have some pride towards it.
Yeah? Conference League?
In terms of how Pep talks about it, he
of course he has to talk
bases
it up.
the game and everything.
Yeah.
But there's a point where you look back and tell yourself, here's the thing. What do you need to go is for top Europe? Get to play with top teams.
Yeah.
The new Super League format as it is.
Yeah.
You get to build back our pressure. And also now with our players, man, we're going to rebuild next season. We have to replace KDB. Gundogan is back. Rodri is going to be back. All these things can work out favorably for us, guys. I mean, it's just one season I want to forget. But not to a level whereby I want to say, let it be gone to the extent where we're playing in Europa conference. Let's just make it to Europe and say, this is the old city.
Yeah.
We're back again. Yeah.
I think Newcastle. And
4.
Newcastle 4, Villa 5th.
So what are you saying? Chelsea and United, Chelsea and City go back? What?
Back in the line. And that's why I'm scared for you guys. You might actually now get Europa League. I think you might do better than Chelsea. But from what I saw yesterday against Man United, I know it's a derby. I don't feel like you guys were creating enough to say like, oh, you guys are creating, you're just not finishing them.
Yeah.
You are not creating. So
I can't believe when I see Foden, I can't believe he's the same PFA player of the season for last season.
You know what? Timothy said earlier this season that PFA, when Foden won it, meant pretty freaking atrocious.
And it's a situation, man.
You look at it now and you're like, dude, that fall off is just too big.
Yeah.
For one season.
Yeah, he's not where he is. I mean,
there's something off.
Yeah.
And I can't figure out what that is. But it is what it is.
Well, here now.
All right. I think Aston Villa and Newcastle gets the 4th and 5th spots in the goddamn standings. I would like to hear you guys think. Who do you think will get the number 3, 4, 5? I mean, 3 seems like it's bagged already by Nottingham Forest, but nothing is guaranteed.
Not for sure, man.
Yeah.
Listen, it was confirmed yesterday that Southampton has been relegated.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
We have Ipswich and we have Leicester at the very bottom.
Yeah.
Do you think they have a chance at it?
No chance in hell. Yeah. Actually, so Southampton, they are like the team that has gotten relegated earliest in the era of the Premier League.
Yes.
7 games to go. No team has ever done that. So big up Southampton. You just set a new record.
Usually guys will go to the last 2 games, even last day relegation battle and everything.
The record ilikuanga kwa 6 games remaining. Now these ones have done it at 7.
Yeah.
Broken records, shattered records. Doing so well. Unfortunately for them, as they're doing that, guess who was the goalkeeper?
Your guy.
Yeah.
What is him?
Aaron Ramsdale.
Yeah, Ramsdale.
Aaron Ramsdale, I think also has a record now. He's been relegated 3 times.
No way.
I swear down.
Imagine he had stayed, man.
No shit.
Over Raya.
Yeah.
Imagine he had stayed over Raya.
Oh my God.
He guys be mid-level.
Yeah,
for sure.
I swear down.
Yeah.
It feels so unfortunate.
Good call, man.
2020, I think, 2022, and now 2025. It's just pretty freaking atrocious.
Man, it was announced a while back when Van Nistelrooy came on a high from United, remember?
Yeah.
Like, this guy could actually be the guy who saves
Man United.
He saves Leicester.
Oh, Leicester.
Yeah.
Because of what he had done, that Castile.
He had like 2-3 games.
Yeah.
You're like, okay,
yeah.
did well.
And he spunked, I think, Leicester.
Yes.
In one of those.
And it was those things were like, yes, like, now I was like,
yeah.
Maybe not. But maybe like Company, how he did last season. I mean, last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
He had to go with Burnley Championship.
Yeah.
Rise with them back to the Premier League.
Yeah. And then take them back.
Yeah. So Leicester was just promoted last season.
Yeah.
This is another. And then you go back, rebuild, come back.
Maybe come back.
Yeah.
And then get back again. You see, like Company. I think Company met them when you were down there.
Yes.
Promoted them.
Correct.
Then took them back home.
I only love to say there, but guys, Bayern is calling.
Ban. I mean, who does that?
Dude, and
how do you get
all
promoted?
The way now in the Champions League quarters. Imagine.
Niliona Shondesha Kilia, like, how the hell is that even happening?
Imagine that.
How many times has he promoted Burnley and then gotten fired and never gotten a deal in like a big team?
All he got was Everton.
Yeah. That's as big as they got. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I think Ipswich joins Leicester, and I mean Ipswich and Leicester join Southampton eventually. I don't think there's any chance of them.
I think Wolves is number 17, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and they have like 32.
That's
around
2
the
points.
2 points. The difference of like 12 points.
Yeah. And I saw like
it's hard to lose 4 games.
You know, like Southampton, they had 10 points so far.
Yeah. For the whole season, bro.
Imagine that. That's like 3 games in a draw.
Yeah.
Out of 31 games. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were definitely going down.
Yeah, for sure.
And I saw the difference between them and, of course, Wolves is 22 points. There's 7 games to go. The max is again 21.
Yeah.
And that's where they are gone.
Man, I'd hate to face a relegated condemned team. Relegation condemned team right now.
Really?
Because they're fighting for pride.
I think that's an easy team to beat.
Nah.
I think the hardest
fighting for pride.
The hardest one is one that is not yet confirmed to be relegated. Because those ones will come out guns. They will fight for everything.
Because when we play against Southampton, they have nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose.
I feel like that's an easier team.
No.
Wallahi. Unlike Leicester, when you see confirmed, especially the ones who think they have a chance. Kina Ipswich. Those are the worst. Because then they know it's this game or bust for them.
Yeah.
So there's that. Also, so many things happening this season. Goodson Park. Everton are leaving Goodson Park.
Last time gonna be there, man.
Yeah. And I think there's only one team that gave them these words that people give to teams like Tanguanini. Arsenal gave them something for, they were telling them for 25 years of hospitality.
Or like Kwaheri,
Goodson Park.
Yeah.
You give them some, I don't want to call them an award.
Yeah.
Memorabilia or something,
Okay.
if I would say. No team has done that.
I mean, I don't know if it's a normal culture, for sure.
You think like just normal courtesy.
I don't know what
like,
happened if when you guys left the Highbury to go
Yeah,
to
we actually didn't get that as well.
Yeah. But
Maybe it's because we are the only 2 teams that have never been relegated. So like, just being friendly with each other.
maybe. But look at it two ways and say, one, Goodison Park will always have memories.
Facts.
Of course. Marseille Derby and all those things.
Yeah. They even qualified for Europe when they were there.
They said it.
Yeah.
But
Arteta.
also, last season but one, they fought for their lives.
Yeah.
Not be relegated at Goodison Park.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll always have fond memories for them. I hope the switch for them, how you guys move from Highbury to the Emirates,
Yeah.
will also be a transformation thing for the club as well.
Yeah.
Maybe growth, maybe some players need to leave,
Maybe attract better players, maybe.
attract maybe players.
More revenue.
Maybe Sportpesa can come back, you never know.
Yeah.
But one step or another, they did well at Goodison Park.
Yeah.
Just as a Premier League fan, we'll always remember the name.
Absolutely.
It's an honorable place, good memories, but it's time to say goodbye. Out with the old, into the new.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I don't feel like there's a better person to be the captain of that ship that is leaving Goodson Park to the new place than David Moyes.
Yes.
He's so apt.
Yes.
I mean, the years he was there before.
It was such a memorable time.
Yeah.
When Moyes and Arteta embraced. It took me back a couple of years.
Yeah, you know. They absolutely kicked ass when they were together.
From player manager to rivals.
Yeah.
Kind of situation.
It's
and it's
insane.
also good to see Moyes back in the Premier League. Yeah.
That
he
as
did
well.
with West Ham. It was good to take a break.
Yeah.
But it's good to have him back.
Yeah. And also Manchester United almost destroyed him early on.
Correct.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's also good to see Graham Potter also at West Ham.
Oh yeah, that one as well.
Also, you took a break a couple of years after
I don't know how
Chelsea.
they're doing, but how did they do this weekend? I
think they won.
They did?
I think they won this weekend.
I don't know who West Ham were up against this weekend.
They played who?
Let me
Yes,
see.
Bournemouth, they drew.
Oh, they drew.
Yeah.
Yo, Bournemouth though.
Yeah.
Chief, these guys are on some stupid ass poor run.
I know, right?
For a team that you were thinking at some point in time they might get top 4 to where they are right now. It's
Well, they're on the table now. They're number 10.
10th.
Yeah.
Bro, they have not won any of the last 5 games.
Yeah. Do you know the team that surprised me the most, my guy? It's Tottenham.
Tottenham.
How is Tottenham not a top 6 club? Now, literally, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes. Are you like number 14?
You know what?
United.
Even more weird for Spurs, which beats everything else. I mean, of course, them being there is very weird.
Yeah.
Have you seen their GD?
Uh-huh.
They have a GD of 13. We're surrounded by negatives. Manchester United -3. Who are these guys? Everton -5. Wolves -16. I think the only team that has a positive is Brentford and Crystal Palace.
Yes.
But it's so weird. Even them, they don't have double digits of of goal difference. Look at even like Fulham and Brighton. They're in the top 10, but they are GDA single numbers.
It's crazy.
How the hell are you having double digits as goal difference and you are number 14?
Yeah. It means they win the most consequential games with large margins.
Yeah.
But the ones that don't matter, or the ones that matter, they lose by maybe a 1-0 sort of situation.
Yeah. Because Spurs have scored 58 goals.
Right now,
you know what?
We're looking at Spurs.
Bro, the only team that has scored more than them is
Arsenal. No, it's Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool. Yeah.
Aje.
Aje.
Come on, man.
Aje kwangu ni kwake.
Wait. Bien, no? Nairobi. It doesn't make any sense. How can you have the only one team that has outscored you is the team that is winning the league?
Yes.
Nyinyi wengine, when you go second, you are 14.
What do I say about the defense?
Oh, yeah. Porous as they come.
Yeah. So they have a super attacking.
Yeah.
But the defense is little.
Oh, they are conceding as well, bro.
You know the guy who's flopped for me, who was a star player from Everton? Or Richarlison.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that move to
Spurs
was supposed to like be the breakout.
You know?
Season, but I'm like...
Even Solanke as well.
Even Solanke.
He has not hit the ground running. And he was a badass at Bournemouth.
Yeah. Also, I think you need to accept, sometimes you're better off as a top player in a middle tier team than an average player in a top team. You know what I'm saying?
It's such a hard ask, though. I mean, if you got the chance, let's say hypothetically you are Bournemouth, not Solanke.
Yeah.
And you got a chance to go to Spurs.
Yeah.
Do you say no?
I mean,
Aje.
I guess.
I guess you just have to go.
You know, it's the lure of a big name, big club.
I mean, it's not like they even have titles yet, but it's just somehow they have been.
And you look at past players who've moved from small clubs. You look at what do you call them? West Ham taking Tevez back to United. Looking at Dimitar Berbatov coming from Spurs to United.
Yeah.
So you have the allure of like, this could be my story as well, right? But then you go and you realize for,
chief.
Same old, no, these guys, you play here.
Yeah.
They play here.
Yeah.
Right? And
exactly.
Solanke can come and he's given like a great situation, but it's not yet there, man. You'd rather be a cult hero in a mid-tier team.
Yeah, like Bournemouth.
Yes.
A proper one that they can go even ahead to build almost a statue and stuff.
Nyash. You'd rather have a girl who's a 7, sees as a hero, than a girl who's a 9, sees as ordinary.
Say that again for the people at the back.
You'd rather have a girl who's a 7, sees as a hero, than a girl who's a 9, sees as an ordinary guy.
That is deep.
Yeah. Take it for what it is.
Yeah.
You'd rather play for mid-tier club, be the club legend. Then go to another club, be the bench legend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not every player is going to be given a great opportunity. There's some who are going to come and make a mark. But there's some who realize, I'm not of the same pedigree.
Yeah.
We ain't cut from the same cloth, bro.
Yeah. We are not.
Going back to the roots.
Back in the line.
Yeah.
Yo, I feel like all the girls who are like 7s and have ever turned you down, I'm sorry, like I'm sad. We shall revisit.
First of all, it's a hypothetical. I mean, but look at a guy like Jay Lings, right?
Yeah.
Jay Lings was good at United. But when it came to West Ham, they loved him.
Absolutely.
He's now in South Korea, they love the nigga.
Yeah.
He is amazing. But you look at it and said, what? They had to unlock a sort of element. We talked about Danny Welbeck and Brighton.
Yeah.
What he's doing there.
He's a goat for Brighton.
He's a goat, man. Sometimes you have to move from a big club mentality and said, this is on my level. Accept. It's on my level.
Because it's still in the Prem, you know.
You're still in the Premier League. You're in the same. You're going to play against them.
Yeah.
You still take the Bruyne shot at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Come back and say, listen, where am I playing? Go build the team.
Yeah.
Become an Isaac. Build.
Yeah.
Come back to number 4.
Goddamn.
Look at people like Madison.
Again.
Madison is doing great. He's doing okay. He's doing okay. Alessa is amazing.
Yes.
Very few people will have an impact like Riyad Mahrez. Let me use him as an example.
Yes.
Amazing at Leicester.
And amazing as well.
At City.
Yeah.
If you'll have that sort of situation. If you'll have a Rooney situation coming from Everton, go to United and create an impact, come back as a cult hero.
Yes.
Most people will have to be content with that there. And say, listen, I play at Ipswich, I play at Brentford, I play at Bournemouth. I'm happy, I'm content. They know me as a club legend. This guy who plays for Southampton, what do you call him? Walker Peters.
Kyle Walker-Peters.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was from Spurs.
He is a cult hero of the Saints.
Yeah, he could not have been with Spurs.
Would have been the same.
Yeah.
If Danny Rose had taken the same direction at some point.
Yeah. Crazy. Danny Rose, I think
He fell off.
You know his debut, he's got a banger against Arsenal.
Correct.
And I've never forgotten about that.
Correct.
Yeah,
when Dele Alli
he
went
didn't.
to Everton, I mean, circumstances are different.
Yeah.
But Dele Alli had gone to Everton at a nice time in his life. Cult hero.
Yeah. Crazy shit.
Read the temperature. Read
Yo,
the room.
he's oozing sauce, bruv.
Yeah.
Like, that's some deep stuff. All right. Yes, so that's the Prem. I don't think there's anything else we've left that happened this weekend that is worth talking about.
Don't worry.
So, yeah, as we speak, Newcastle are kicking ass. They are up against... Who are they playing against? This is West Ham?
Yes.
No, Leicester. They're actually 3-0 up as we're recording this. Jacob Murphy with a brace. And Harvey Barnes has scored a goal to make it 3-0.
Oh, nice.
All right. So that's the Prem. Let's go to Champions League, man. Tomorrow, because they're shooting this on Monday.
Yes.
Arsenal welcome Real Madrid at the Emirates at the same damn time. I think PSG hosts Aston Villa.
Tomorrow?
How is that
Yes,
going?
yes. No. Tomorrow is Bayern Inter.
No way.
Yeah, tomorrow is Bayern Inter.
They cannot be on the same date.
Same day, same time.
What?
Same day, same time.
No, that must be a mistake.
No. Yeah, correct.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Because
No, come on,
Barcelona
man.
play Borussia
Yeah.
on Wednesday.
Yeah.
PSG play
Aston Villa.
yeah.
How the hell do they put these are the two biggest games in the goddamn quarters?
Correct.
Anyway, all right. Happening at 10 p.m.
Yep.
Arsenal Madrid. As a Madrid fan, you have quite some guys missing.
Yes.
Lunin. I don't know if Courtois is available.
I don't think he's
Chouameni.
going to be there. There's
Felan Mendy. Danny Ceballos.
Chouameni is out.
Yeah.
I think disciplinary cards.
Yeah, I think cards, yeah.
Yeah, his card, he has 5 cards.
Yeah.
Danny
Ceballos is out.
Correct.
Felan Mendy is out.
Correct. Militao has been out.
Of
for
course.
season.
Yeah. Who else? Desi. So, yeah. I think Asensio is back for you at the back.
He is back.
Carvajal is out.
Carvalho is out.
Yeah.
Yes, Carvalho is out.
Who has been your right back?
Who's been the right back, man? Has it
Vasquez.
been-
Please. I beseech you. Just have Vasquez as the right back. Left back. Who's going to be left back now? Because that's another issue now.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. But, the lineup's going to come up tomorrow. And it's always crazy how Ancelotti usually plays. Right? Because you'll find now who you'd expect to be starting is put as a resting player.
Yeah.
And you'll find someone like even Modric might even start the game. And say, let's build up. So that one. Just to throw off the game.
Do you have a Garcia?
We have Garcia. Fran
Garcia.
Garcia.
Might be the left back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fran is there for sure. He's fit. He's played a couple of games. I look at it and say 2 things. One, I don't know if it's the first time Mbappe is playing at Emirates.
Yes, I think it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's going to be memorable for sure. It's worthwhile watching. Number 2, you have Vinny.
Yes, Vinny Jr.
I know Vinny. I don't know what to call him, a Taliban or a Qaeda. He's a terrorist. You know what he does? And you think you guys look good.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
We've experienced it. I come speaking from experience.
Yes. Think you have a solid team and everything else.
It plays repeatedly in my mind what Vinny did for Fernandinho.
Yes.
Remember?
I think I recall that. Yeah.
And I look at it and said, this guy, this bloody man, he's coming back to the Emirates tomorrow.
Yes.
He's coming to the Emirates tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be an exciting game. A couple of things have always come out as stats, right? Say Arsenal never lost to Real Madrid in the Champions League.
Which is facts.
Hello. Thierry Henry was there back in the day.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know who compares now. Listen, here's the thing that we know for sure. City have come, Real Madrid have come from beating City to make it where they are right now. They are a team that has prestige, that has history, that has all the etiquette and everything that comes for them when it comes to Premier League. The thing that we need to know, Champions League rather,
Yeah.
the thing that we need to know is how long can they push the luck? And maybe that's not a question I need to ask them. It's a question you need to ask Arsenal. Because are you here by merit or by luck? How the guys you played against, you came from winning, was it 7-1?
Yeah, against PSV. Yeah.
What kind of game is that?
PSV, they knocked
Champions
out.
League caliber kind of game.
If you're a badass, you're badass. It's just what it is. Like, teams get spanked all the time.
That ain't it.
No.
That ain't it.
We actually did that in their own backyard, bro. It was not even in ours. So if you are atrocious in the Champions League, meet a good team, they're gonna spank you.
For sure.
Yeah.
But if that's really the caliber that Arsenal is, let's see what they do tomorrow.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is,
Listen,
man.
you're going to have home ground advantage. Bukayo Saka is back from injury.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Gabriel is injured. But you have a formidable team that's going to be concrete.
Yeah.
Let's see how that works out for you.
I feel like how we can't say the fullbacks for you guys.
Yes.
I feel like that's the weak link for for Real Madrid.
Yes.
I don't know about Asensio, how good he is. How good is he?
He's decent. He's an average player, but no average for Real is world class for you guys, right? So here we are.
Come on, man. It can't be now. It cannot be. Since you're world class, we have guys like Gabriel Magalhaes. What you talking about? Maybe unless I couldn't like for like a Kivior. Maybe.
Tomorrow I shall see.
So, but yeah, defensively, I feel like that's the only frailty that Real Madrid has.
Correct.
The fullback positions, I don't know Vasquez versus Martinelli venye itakuwa. I know for sure Saka is going to cook Fran Garcia.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, I've not watched Fran Garcia. I could be just being sensational.
Do you think it works to your advantage starting at home?
I don't know. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you rather start at home or finish at home?
Let me just start at home.
Because when you start at home, you build momentum.
Yeah.
But when you come back from home, when you do a return leg at home, you feel like this is a home ground, man.
Yeah.
You gotta finish this thing finally. You get what I'm saying? If it's a comeback, we'd finish this thing.
Yeah.
Finish Kumalo.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing that becomes advantageous for you guys is if you don't dent Real Madrid tomorrow, you have no hope at the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
You see, Bernabeu is going to be crazy for you.
What I would say I don't mind about, I'm a bit indifferent about starting home or away, is there's nothing that's going to get better in a week's time. It's not like all of a sudden I have a striker who's back. I won't be having that. It's not like I will have Gabriel Magalhaes back.
Correct.
He wouldn't be back.
Yes.
So I might as well just start at home.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter where I start. But I'm starting at home now. Bukayo Saka is back. He's hungry. Everybody knows he's expecting a lot from him.
Yeah.
So can he come back and cook? All right. Can we actually cook Real Madrid in our own backyard? Because I don't feel like a 1-0 lead here is though good enough.
No, it's not. You need at least a 2-goal deficit. You need a 2-goal deficit.
Yes.
To make it, to actually have a fighting chance.
At Santiago Bernabeu.
Because this guy's first minute goal equalized.
Because their transitions I know are going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. I cannot think about Mbappe's and Vini Juniors and stuff like that when they're on the transition, on the counter-attack. That will give me a lot of headaches. But it is what it is. Yeah. And then again, you can be like, oh my God, why are you facing Real Madrid? That's what you get in goddamn Champions League.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the cojones to face Real Madrid, then who do you want anyway?
Yeah.
Manchester United, they're not in the Champions League. So it's going to be a very good game. I feel like it's a proper tie. Every team has its own frailties. I mean, I recall the last time Rudiger came up against one-on-one versus Mikel Merino. I recall what happened. Dunked on him with a goddamn header to set Germany out. Yeah. So, good contest. Yeah. Good contest.
Listen, man. Vini, Mini, everything in between.
Yeah.
Real Madrid in 2.
What?
Real Madrid in 2.
Eh.
In 2.
Real Madrid in 2.
In 2.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah.
They're so lucky it's only 2.
Listen, it could be like what? Like basketball?
Yeah.
7 games, but listen, I know for
Madrid
sure.
goes through.
They have the caliber, they have the prestige.
Dudes
they have the pedigree.
Got here via haram.
Who's that?
What they did against Atletico Madrid?
Yeah, I mean, I saw that.
Come in, man.
Yeah,
come on.
Listen.
How would you want such a team to progress? Everybody. And I mean everybody should be supporting Arsenal right now.
I was gutted.
After what Real Madrid did to their own Madrid.
Yes.
Everybody should be backing Arsenal to knock out these guys.
In fact, now we're having this conversation. Do you think Alvarez's penalty was justified? It was ruled out.
Yeah.
He said he touched it, he didn't.
Yeah, I think it was fetched, bro.
Yeah. It was a bit too far-fetched.
Yeah. I mean, you are going down to those kind of details?
Yeah.
Yo,
that
and they're saying there's touch points, Mpira got touch points, and they felt the contact.
There's a legalistic element towards it. But the spirit of the law?
Nah, come on, man. They're fetching. Absolutely fetching. All right.
Barely made it. But listen, that's that's Arsenal hosting Real Madrid.
Yes.
We have Bayern Munich hosting Inter Milan.
Inter Milan. And they also have some injuries as well.
They do have some injuries.
Bayern versus Inter Milan, like you said. I think Inter Milan here are going to get a narrow win. I think they have some injuries as well. I don't know if Musiala is available.
Yes.
I understand there's some 2 other guys. I think Upamecano is out for the rest of the season. I don't know which other guy is out.
Musiala is out for sure.
Who?
Musiala is out tomorrow.
Musiala is out.
Yeah.
Musiala is out. Alphonso Davies
is out. Alphonso Davies is out. Kingsley Coman is out.
Upamecano, of course.
Of course, Noah is out.
Yeah.
Bachmann is out.
Hey, I think for that reason, I'm giving it to Inter Milan, man.
Yeah, but Inter Milan also are missing. Dumfries, Taremi, Carboni also missing out. Listen, but they have the classic team. They have Marcus Thuram, who's going to be there.
Yeah, Lautaro
Charged up.
Yeah.
Player. You have
Barella in the midfield.
Pavard is going to be there.
Yeah.
You have the one and only man.
Who?
Mkhitaryan. Is there.
Miki. Çalhanoğlu. Nicolo Barella.
You can't miss this one, man.
Yeah, I think they're going to cook him.
Yeah.
I think
it's going to be a
good game as well.
Listen, I know we're biased because of Real Madrid and Arsenal and everything. But aside, Bayern Inter is a very good game.
That's a very good game. Fire semi.
You know,
That's
if you could
fire
split the
semi.
screen, yeah?
Yeah.
One side.
Yeah. It's a fire semi. Two contrasting footballing styles.
Yeah.
I hope that happens.
To the weakness, the spoils, right?
I hope we get that.
Yeah.
That means on the next day, of course, Barcelona versus Borussia. I don't see anything less than.
Who do you think is going to take it?
I think Barcelona takes it. Borussia, they're doing badly in the league.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have gotten here in the Champions League.
Borussia is number what? Did you like 15?
Uncle bottom half.
Manze, they're like 15 in the
I
league.
swear.
I'm like, what the hell?
I'm like, so how the hell are they progressing like this in the Champions League and doing that badly in the league, you know?
Yeah, they get it.
Yeah, I think Barcelona, again, they have been really prolific in this Champions League.
Yeah.
I don't see a reason why they can't beat Borussia and knock them out.
It's going to be interesting, man. You know, Szczesny is back playing this season, as a keeper for Barcelona.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be crazy to see him back in that sort of level, man.
It's crazy. And
Szczesny had retired.
Szczesny, man, I don't even understand how he got that job. But yeah, he's available.
Hey, but it's Bayern, it's Barca, then like, you know what?
Yeah.
I guess I could come back, kind of situation, man.
Yeah.
You're looking at Wonder Boy. Yamal is going to be doing his one kid.
Cooking.
Ferran Torres has been quite well.
Yeah.
Lewandowski has been cooking. He's done really well in the group stages, leading to the quarters, leading now to the semis.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good game kind of situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that they put the two big games in the same day.
Correct.
Why would they do that?
Correct.
That's criminal.
Last but not least,
Yeah.
PSG.
Versus Villa.
You
know what? Villa and Unai Emery in the garden is the European ties.
Yes.
He's really a master in them. I don't know if he has one over his former team and against PSG.
Yes.
Because the PSG are cooking as well. I think PSG have just bugged the league.
Did he win Europa with Villarreal?
Europa League?
Yes.
I think he did.
He
beat Manchester United.
Yes. He did.
Yes.
Yes. So he has a European pedigree.
Yeah, he does.
He's also not doing too bad in the league.
Yep.
Right. So
they seem to be on the
have
up.
things to work out.
Yeah.
PSG, of course, candidate in its own league and everything. The key thing that I really want to point out is two things. One, how do you think Ousmane Dembele has been performing this season for you?
Absolutely fantastic, man. He's been bagging goals, especially in this year. He's got a lot of goals.
Yeah.
Arguably in those Ballon d'Or conversations, you know. Then there's him and there's this other dude, Desiree Doué.
Desiree has been there as well.
Chief. I saw like he's a second after Mbappe to bag the most goals in the league by a teenager.
Correct. You have Marcos Asensio playing now for Aston Villa.
Oh, when he was there.
That one?
Wait, is he on loan?
He's on loan, yeah.
Is he available to play against his own? What?
He is.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine him knocking out PSG.
Yeah, because remember when something happened to us guys when Cancelo went to Bayern.
Oh, they knocked you out?
But they did knock us out. No, we knocked them out. We did knock them out.
But he played against.
He was alone, yeah. The lone player.
Just the same thing I think Thibaut Courtois.
Yes.
He once knocked out Chelsea with Atletico Madrid.
Correct.
That is insane.
But facing Ousmane Dembele, still at the front, is Oli Watkins. Not been the best season so far.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the two teams contrasting in terms of numbers for their attackers.
Yes.
Dembele, brilliant, even for the national team.
Correct. He's been doing quite well.
Yeah. Doing that. And he was cooking Liverpool. And then Desiree Doué, another one who's doing fantastic.
Correct.
So you're looking at that team and like, I saw what they did, and they have Vitinha as well. Oh my days. That guy, he absolutely cooked Liverpool. So Vitinha, Dembele, Desiree Doué, Fabian Ruiz.
Yes.
And then at the back, Akina Marquinhos, Donnarumma. Yes. Nuno Mendes absolutely pocketed Mo Salah over 2 legs. Crazy when you think about it.
But here's the thing I always ask myself, right? You know, statistically, you may be good on paper.
Yeah.
But as a politician saying, ground.
Between different.
So they're going to start off the game in Paris. But like we talked before, do the comeback element of playing at home suffice for Aston Villa? Because remember now, they're playing on Wednesday.
Yes.
Meaning the next time they play, they're going to be playing on Tuesday.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
With a home ground advantage.
Yes.
I talk about the cold night at Stoke. It's going to be...
Cold in
Birmingham. It's going to be spring.
Yeah.
In Birmingham.
Oh, it's not cold in Birmingham.
Yeah. It's going to be spring. But there's that home ground advantage, give them a bit of an edge or a fighting chance.
Absolutely. They will only have it if they don't get like totally slapped at Parc des Princes.
Yeah.
If they go there and get smacked for like 4, then it's a big ask for them to turn that around at Aston Villa or Villa Park. But if they go there and maybe get like a draw or even like a 1-0, 2-1 loss, you're thinking, we can actually turn this around. The same with Arsenal Madrid. We have to kill them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anything less, they're going back home thinking, you know what, we can have a chance. 100%. And then we are Real Madrid.
Anything less than 2 goals.
Yeah.
Of a deficit, of a difference.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
So I still think in the long run, I think PSG comes out on top. I think they are really, really good.
Yeah.
I've seen them play against Liverpool. Liverpool are really, really bad men. And Liverpool are atrocious in the two legs. Like, they were a shadow of themselves. And crazy that Liverpool were missing no one
Yes.
in the two legs. It was the whole team that was available, but they got absolutely cooked by PSG. So I'm looking at them thinking, yeah, they might as well just cook Aston Villa.
You know, listen, I've seen Real Madrid come back with a 2-goal deficit against us, guys, in 5 minutes.
Oh, goddamn.
Anything is possible in this game.
Yeah.
They're the kings of the Champions League. Won it repeatedly.
Wait, do you have Aston Villa in 2?
No. Listen, here's the thing. Anything can happen in this game. You've had winners, you have losers. It's a bit of the football,
Facts.
right?
Yeah, it is
the
what it
same game that produces heroes creates heartbreak,
Yes.
right? As you see it now, without bias, I'm asking you to call it. The 4 games are going to be played.
Yes.
How do you think it's going to play out?
Bayern, Inter Milan, Inter in 2. Are you asking for the first legs or?
Okay, so let's start first leg. For first leg, Real Madrid, Arsenal hosting Real Madrid.
I think we beat them. 3-1.
3-1.
Yes.
Bayern,
Inter Milan.
Inter Milan.
I have Inter Milan winning 1-0.
Okay.
Yes.
Borussia being hosted at Barcelona.
They're gonna wipe the floor with their goddamn asses. I'm looking at a 3-0.
For Barca?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Going back then to Stade de Prince.
I'm seeing a 4-1 win for PSG. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So listen, I call it a 1-1 tomorrow for you guys against Real Madrid. For Bayern, I call it 2-0. No, to Bayern to Inter Milan, I call it 2-0.
2-0 Bayern.
2-0 Bayern. Yes.
Okay.
Barcelona, Borussia, 3-1. PSG, Aston Villa, 3-0. Yeah. It's going to be heavy in Paris.
Yeah. But so you think PSG, again, they prevail? Because that would be like PSG in 1 anyway.
There's going to be a good mad celebration, as Kanye and Jay-Z said.
Yeah.
The men of African descent will be in Paris. It's going to be a party.
You don't want to say them? You can say them. It's a podcast.
It's a podcast. Yeah. So the niggas going to be in Paris.
Yeah.
I know what they're going to do.
What?
Party, ball so hard. Listen, but second leg is going to happen. How do you think it's going to... In fact, let me just do this, right? Tell me your prediction scores. Then tell me ultimately who do you think is going to qualify. So we're going to be hosting now. Real is going to host Arsenal. How do you think that's going to go?
2-2 draw.
So on aggregate, you guys are winning?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. You go to Inter hosting Bayern. You'd call out a win for Bayern.
Yeah.
You call out a win for Inter.
I call out a 1-0 win.
For Inter, yeah.
I'll go for 2-1 win for Inter.
So they progress.
Yes.
Okay. We go to Germany.
Germany, I think Barcelona wins 2-1.
So Germany, we'd say Barcelona is on progresses.
Yes.
Now we go back to England.
I think Aston Villa wins 2-1.
And how did you call it before?
I called it a 4-1.
1, okay.
Yeah.
So PSG
goes through.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing you say is Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and PSG.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have a semi of Arsenal, PSG, Barcelona versus Inter Milan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every representation across 4 leagues.
Yes, because that's what Syria, Germany. No, there's no Germany.
No.
Syria, Ligue 1, La Liga.
No. So Arsenal.
That's Premier League and Premier League. Yeah.
Yeah. So 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Bundesliga ndio iko.
Bundesliga iko. Yeah. So it's La Liga, Premier League, Syria, and La Liga.
League One. Yeah.
Okay. So I see.
And I kid you not,
progressing.
if I get to the semis, I'll be more scared of PSG than I am of Real Madrid right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Caliber?
What I saw them do against Liverpool, bro, they toyed with those guys.
Yeah.
And this is a Liverpool that has been killing teams in the league.
Yeah, for sure.
That is scary for me.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Plus, I've met them earlier, the goddamn Champions League, and I spanked them for 2.
Yes.
So
Enrique is cooking on that side as well, man.
absolutely, man.
I think it's going to be interesting. I think Real Madrid is going to progress. I think Bayern's going to progress as well. I feel Barcelona is going to progress. And I'm looking to have, not Aston Villa, PSG is going to progress. So PSG, Bayern, Barcelona, Real Madrid.
So Barcelona, Bayern, semi?
Barcelona, Bayern, semi.
Madrid,
Barcelona,
PSG.
Yes. I'm seeing an El Clasico.
Oh, for the final? I'm sorry. I'm going to have to spoil that. I think we're having a repeat of the 2006 where we actually get to redeem ourselves.
With Barcelona?
Yes. That's how I see it. Yeah, but
would not be one for the
cracking
books.
Inter.
Yeah.
If Barcelona crack Inter Milan, then they can actually beat us.
For sure.
Because Inter Milan, we played them at San Siro.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
played them
hard
this
nut to
season.
crack.
They're crazy. We played them at all this season. It's
Yeah,
crazy. It's crazy. It's
hard
crazy.
nut to crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be interesting, man.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be, man.
Yeah.
And maybe you're gonna be cooking something with the Champions League. Maybe time will tell.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Might see me somewhere.
We'll see about that. All right. So that has been it. The Champions League and the Premier League, of course, we have given our predictions. I would like to know what you think about the Champions League. Who do you think would be the 4 remaining teams to get to the goddamn semis? He has Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and PSG. I have Arsenal, PSG, Inter Milan, and Barcelona. So let's see what the guys think.
All right.
All right. Always a pleasure, bro. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me, man.
Awesome. You can always check this out. Well, they can get you on your handles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gift Mirie. Gift is GIFT. Mirie is MIRIE on all social platforms. That's my name.
Everywhere. You can get Football Digest, of course, Football Digest KE. Everywhere. You can get me at Nyash, NYAASSH. Don't ask me why I call myself that, but yeah, you can get me there. Everywhere. You can get this episode on YouTube, Football Digest KE on our channel, and you can get the skits and cards that we shall put out across our social media platforms. They shall give you links of how you can get the full episode. Catch you on the next one.